The residents of Baltimore were shocked to know that they were not safe in their homes. The members of the gun track task force were engaging in dishonest business practices, including fraud, extortion, and robbery.
Corrupt cops who swore to protect and serve were nothing more than criminals.
Their secrets were revealed in 2017, and since then, the Baltimore story was covered by the media extensively. How did they get caught? How did they manage to save their faces all these years? The significant news that this legendary police fraud gang had been exposed stemmed from the death of Freddie Gray. Given that Freddie died unexpectedly while in police custody, the Baltimore police station was under investigation. To find out how Freddie died and what caused it, an investigation was carried out. According to the inquiry report, 6 Baltimore police officers were involved in the arrest of Freddie Gray. He was caught selling drugs when he was detained. He was dragged to the police van, where they locked the door. But the fact that they disregarded safety precautions and endangered Freddie's life is what went wrong. The policeman in the van was playing with him like he was a toy. He was treated inhumanely and subjected to terrible torture. He was prohibited from using a seatbelt, and his wrists and feet were bound. He was not permitted to have any type of basic safety equipment. His spinal cord and neck were seriously hurt. He was unable to withstand the torture and passed away a week later as a result. There was something strange about the police officers. Therefore, the Department of Justice decided to look into it further. Rod Rosenstein of the DEA decided to investigate and expose this terrible tale. These 6 officers were accused of manslaughter for having little compassion for Freddie, knowing that the police force they had blindly trusted could do something terrible, shocked the public. This top-notch police unit was comprised of Thomas Allers, Momadou Gondo, Jamel Rayam, Evodio Hendricks, Maurice Ward, Marcus Taylor, Daniel Herschel, and Wayne Jenkins. Everyone paid attention to Wayne since he was the leader. Wayne Jenkins was the worst law enforcement official there has ever been. The GTF was run by him, and he was in charge. You can refer to him as the mastermind. The Gun Track Task Force was uncovered in 2017 by a unit member who confessed to his crimes on a video that the DEA heard. Gondo was in touch with the narcotics gang. The investigators' discovery of the crucial clue that caused them to begin to question the police officers marked this moment as the pivotal one. Gondo's confessions were all recorded by the DEA. He disclosed his involvement in drug sales and use. The DA was surprised when he subsequently detailed other crimes in which he had participated. These police officers have committed a seemingly endless number of crimes. They had a good plan that they followed exactly every day without fail. The drug dealers were their major focus. They would target and torture these individuals. All the narcotics would be removed and sold again. They made more money from this than they could have as a police officer. They go looking for drug dealers to extort drugs and cash from every day. They lack any emotional attributes that a person should have, along with any sense of professional responsibility for the work they conduct as police officers. The only thing they cared about was gathering more drugs to sell. They will make a significant amount of money from this. They did not shoot other individuals with the illegal guns they carry, but instead unintentionally planted explosives on them. They could then detain anyone in possession of an unauthorized firearm. These officers were brought before the court to make confessions after being apprehended. Hearing about all the crimes these officers committed in a short amount of time startled the jury. Wayne once observed some men robbing a drugstore with the assistance of other officers. They valiantly put an end to the robbery, but they were not acting alone. They kept up the robbery and took drugs from that location. After plundering the business, they sold the drugs to additional drug dealers. Through that, they became very wealthy. A prominent drug dealer suspect's house was searched without warning after they stole his house keys. Then they went ahead and made off with $100,000 from there. They used to indiscriminately drive cars at high speeds in a crowd of people, exhibiting a cruel mentality. These policemen hunt people who flee for their life before arresting them. By carrying out such awful deeds, they feel strong and joyful. They fitted illegal tracking devices in the cars of narcotics dealers to follow them. The police officers would be able to find out where and when these drug sellers will be using this equipment. The cops from the GATF either raid their residences or steal their drugs and cash. They committed all of these acts over the last 3 years without anyone even suspecting them. They discriminated against and held a negative attitude towards black people. Throughout this brief time, they stole somewhere around $300,000. They stole 7 pounds of cocaine during these 3 years. From the narcotics sellers, they also took 43 pounds of marijuana. In addition to this, they converted the proceeds from the sale of pricey, one-of-a-kind jewels into cash. According to their respective portions, they divided up the entire sum of money and spent it all on themselves. A group of police officers could not possibly have committed such heinous atrocities while on duty. The court could not believe it. They received a sentence of 112 years. They must serve that sentence in prison. Jenkins, the chief of the GITF, received a particularly lengthy sentence because he was the perpetrator of all of these crimes. Jenkins is currently serving a sentence of 25 years in a Kentucky prison. These policemen's crimes had a significant impact on the Baltimore Police Department. Both the general public and other departments must come to trust them. Others now view them with contempt, since what this policeman did was unjustifiable. The HBO miniseries with that title is called We Own This City. The Baltimore incident served as inspiration for the producers, who turned it into a miniseries and showed it to the audience. Even among female police officers, there are nasty ones. Let's witness the account of a female police officer who was deceived by love and wealth. A female police officer named Antoinette Frank and her boyfriend Rogers Lacaze committed a terrible crime together. The horrifying murder occurred on March 4, 1995, stunning the residents of New Orleans. Together with her family, Chauveau managed her restaurant. They made a substantial fortune through their family business, Kim Ainge, to watch after their business. They had enlisted Ronald Williams as a part-time security guard. In his spare time, Ronald works there. He used to be a police officer when Frank and her boyfriend, a drug dealer, stormed into the restaurant and demanded money. Chauveau called Ronald to the dining room to give his wages. Frank began threatening Chauveau and her brother. Ronald tried to intervene to defend the siblings, but Frank's lover shot him. She panicked since Frank hadn't anticipated things to go worse. Chau and her brother hid in the walk-in fridge as Frank turned around to hunt for her companion. The older siblings, Kuang and Ha Vu, were cleaning the restaurant when the incident occurred. Frank questioned them over the money, but Chau had hidden it in the microwave. She shot the 2 older siblings as soon as Frank discovered the money. Both of them received death sentences after being tried in court. Frank was transferred to a Louisiana prison for women. Do you believe there are other officers like this in law enforcement? Do you anticipate a repeat of this incident? Let us know in the comments.
I need your ID, please, so I can write you a summons.
You will be willing to write me a summons?
Yes.
Outstanding.
I need your ID also, please, sir.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, I'm going to place you under arrest then.
You're not placing me under arrest.
Come here.
You have no right to ask.
Come here. All right. Taser. Got it. I got my taser. Go.
In the incident, a single police officer approached a protester who was presumably participating in a demonstration or gathering. The officer initiated contact with the protester and specifically asked them to provide their identification. The purpose behind this request was to issue a legal notice, commonly known as a summons. In the unfolding incident, a second police officer joined the scene where the initial officer was interacting with the protester.
Public property, get that.
When he's in front of the business, yelling "F everybody."
You see this sign? It says stop. You want to know why? Because cops like you. Relax.
And he refused to give me his ID, which he's required to do.
For what?
The second officer decided to employ a taser, a non-lethal weapon that delivers an electric shock as a means of subduing or controlling the protester. However, before the second officer could use the taser on the protester ran away. The veteran officer engaged in a conversation with the officer who wanted to use the taser, informing them that the protester had not committed trespassing, challenging the actions of the rogue cop. It was alleged that the officers tampered with the footage from their body cameras, potentially erasing audio recordings. This practice of disabling or manipulating body cameras has been a long-standing issue with some police officers seeking to avoid accountability. The cop involved in the incident has a troubling history with 5 civilian complaints against him. One of the complaints accused him of using excessive force on a man experiencing a diabetic shock, while another involved excessive force on a veteran with PTSD who tragically died shortly after the violent arrest. Despite these complaints, the officer has received continued support from the police unions and fellow officers, raising questions about why his actions are defended and his tenure as a cop is supported. Now let's move to another video. In the incident captured on video, Aramis Ayala, the first black state attorney elected in Florida, was pulled over by Orlando police officers.
What agency you with?
I'm the state attorney.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Your tag didn't come back. Never seen that before. I'm sorry?
I'm like
Yeah. We're good now.
So it was...
We ran the tag. I've never seen it before. A Florida tag. It's never come back to anything before. So that's the reason for this.
The officer stated that they initiated the stop because Ayala's license plate did not yield any information and because her car had a dark window tint.
What was the tag run for?
Oh, we run tags all the time, whether it's at traffic lights and that sort of stuff. That's how we figure out if, cars were stolen and that sort of thing. Also, the windows were really dark. I don't have a tint measurer, but...
Upon being stopped, Ayala questioned the officers about the reason for pulling her over. The officers responded by explaining they regularly run license plate tags to check for stolen vehicles and other violations. They also mentioned that the dark window tint was another reason for the stop.
What's your employee number? 957. Ready? There you are.
The incident gained national attention and sparked outrage, with some individuals alleged racial profiling. Ayala, in a statement, emphasized that she had not violated any laws and her license plate was properly registered. She also pointed out that the window tint was not in violation of Florida law. Now, let's move to another video.
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now, and I'm getting searched for shopping at the store I work for and just being black.
So Leal Benberry, the VP of Versace Footwear, was shopping in Beverly Hills, California when he was stopped and searched by police officers.
You're making it completely different.
Yeah, I mean, guys.
You're making it completely
so
different.
So you checked my ID. What's going on? Do I have anything on my record?
You're good to go.
I'm good to go. That's what I thought. I've just been GPSing and trying to figure out where I'm going.
Okay, do you have any ID on you by chance, man? Without reaching into your pockets, you don't have any weapons or anything, right?
I don't. I'm like super nervous.
I'm just going to check to make sure you don't have any weapons if you don't mind, okay? Face that way real quick. Put your hands behind your back, palms together like you're praying. Awesome, thank you. Spread your feet. Cool, man. Don't want to mess up those shoes. Those are pretty nice. You said I can search you, right?
You do whatever.
Cool, man.
This is embarrassing to be frank.
Well, what we like to do, like when we stop someone, we just, to make sure you don't have any weapons or anything, we just like to...
It feels a little excessive. What's unfortunate is, like, I literally designed the shoes that are in this bag, and I'm being, like, searched for. Really? Yeah, I do.
That's why I'm not, that's why, like I said, man, you're not in handcuffs or anything. I'm just talking to you right now, okay?
Can you, just hold us? I do. I'm just walking down the street, and it's a little ridiculous.
Benberry expressed his frustration and questioned the necessity of the search, stating that being black was likely the reason for his treatment.
Just want to run him real quick, partner, make sure everything checks out.
I have to record this because I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Well, just because right now you are being detained, just because we're talking to you.
Okay.
And we don't know, not saying that you would do this, but people have called and they have friends come and then it comes an officer safety
I'm literally
issue.
just going to record right now. That's all I'm doing. You see it's recording, and that's all I'm doing because I feel, you hear it in my voice, I'm uncomfortable, I'm nervous. You understand the climate that we're in?
No, I understand. Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Not
like you're not in handcuffs or anything,
not
right?
really. Like, your boys are pulling up, I'm uncomfortable. I'm not making any, like fast movements, but this is uncomfortable for me. Huh?
Are we making any cap?
No, but this is uncomfortable for me. I just want to get to my car, so I'm just going to hit record for you.
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, sir. But
okay.
Like I said, you understand why we stopped you, correct? And you admitted to jaywalking?
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now.
So you can't jaywalk, correct? You
understood, yeah. Yeah, can I have my stuff back, please?
But you see how you just switched that complete narrative?
Nah,
like,
nah.
You were talking to us saying,
I know how
yeah,
you guys
can
saw it.
search
Am I
me.
good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, you guys have a good
Next time, don't change the narrative like that, though.
He mentioned a previous incident of being stopped for jaywalking, indicating that such experiences were not isolated for him. Ben Berry recorded the encounter, expressing his discomfort and emphasizing that he was simply walking down the street. Donatella Versace, the sister of Versace's founder, reposted the video on her Instagram, expressing her outrage at the incident and condemning the behavior of the officers as unacceptable. And now it's time to move to another and the last of today's videos. In the midst of a routine traffic stop, Lieutenant Trujillo issued a stern command to Mr. Espinosa, instructing him to vacate the scene. The officer went a step further, issuing a veiled threat of charging Mr. Espinosa should he choose not to comply. Curiously, the specific crime with which Mr. Espinosa would be charged remained unspecified. Within the confines of the law, individuals generally possess the right to observe a traffic stop as long as they adhere to parking regulations.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
My son right there, he was following me to pull.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, so you don't need to be behind it.
Oh, you gotta be mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like them. They kill my son over thing. I'll get for following.
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
But you don't get paid to be.
And you don't either, okay? I don't gotta put up with you. Okay, I asked you a simple question, okay?
Hold on, man.
In fact, you need to leave now or you're gonna get charged. It's that easy.
Well, I'm recording.
I'm recording too. I asked you a simple question. If you have attitude, that's your problem.
You keep
okay?
pounding on my door.
Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came. Hold on a second.
Right.
Avoid disrupting the flow of traffic and refrain from obstructing law enforcement officers. It was during the initial interaction with Lieutenant Trujillo that Mr. Espinosa was noticed to repeatedly press the screen of a cell phone. According to a police statement, Mr. Espinosa had claimed to be recording the incident, although the actual moment of initiation, whether it occurred upon the officer's approach or earlier, remained unclear based on the camera footage.
Okay?
No.
You rolled your window up when I walked up,
don't
okay?
care.
So I knocked on your window, okay? You are not a cop. You don't need to be behind me, okay? So you need to leave
No,
right
I
now.
don't need to do anything.
You
I'm
got
on a
5
public
seconds
street.
to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason,
I'm
okay?
on a public street.
No reason,
Is
okay?
this not a public
no
street?
reason.
Do I not pay
Okay,
taxes
do you
for
always
this
stop
road?
behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stopped right behind you.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't
stopped
need
right
to be
behind
here,
you,
okay?
sir.
You need to go.
No, I
Okay.
don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's
fine.
not right back to the
In this scenario, a court could potentially assess Mr. Espinosa's actions to ascertain whether they amounted to obstruction and if his refusal to leave the traffic stop constituted a violation of the law. It is plausible for the court to find that Mr. Espinosa's mere refusal to leave might not be adequate to support an obstruction conviction, as it appears he did not physically impede, impair, or hinder the ongoing traffic stop. His actions instead could be interpreted as an exercise of his First Amendment rights, with the intention of filming law enforcement activities.
stopped right behind you.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
I ain't
You don't
stopped
need
right
to be
behind
here,
him,
okay?
sir.
You need to go.
No, I
Okay.
don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's
fine.
my ride back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave.
That's the
Now
part.
you can stay. 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 Hey, stop. Stop. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
What are you gonna do? You gonna?
SD5, give me that radio. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
Stop it now.
Get out the f***ing car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the f***ing car.
Stop it now.
Get out the car.
Get out of the car.
Hey,
Now.
yes.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing anything.
Okay.
Huh?
Now you're on a traffic stop and you're trying to drive away?
Get out the car. False state. Get out the
Control has nothing to do with anything. Okay, they don't have jurisdiction over it. I don't know what's
On the other hand, it is also plausible that the court could determine Mr. Espinosa to have violated the obstruction statute by willfully disregarding Lieutenant Trujillo's explicit order to leave the traffic stop. Such a determination might hinge on the interpretation of the law and the specific circumstances surrounding the incident.
Get out of the car now. No.
I got my truck.
I don't give a clear the park.
I just did, pal.
Sit down is off.
You know,
Don't pull away from me.
I'm not.
You're gonna get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna get
You're
lit up.
breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm gonna get out.
Get out the f***ing car.
I'm complying.
Get out the
with you.
car.
Can you hold on? Can you just
Get out.
Hold on.
Now.
I'm getting out. I'm not.
You're under arrest. Yeah, turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys. Hands behind your back. Down. Put your hands behind your back.
The deputies on the scene issued a command to Mr. Espinosa, directing him to leave the area. However, as he began to pull away in his truck, the deputies responded by aiming their tasers at him and raising their voices, loudly ordering him to exit the vehicle. In response to the deputies' actions, Mr. Espinosa promptly stopped his truck and pulled over to the side of the road, complying with their subsequent instructions.
Hands behind your back. Put your hands back. I'm going peacefully, Dylan. Get back. Get back. Hey, he's recording this case first. That's fine. He can record all he wants. This is case, guys.
You do what you're told, all right? You think it's okay just to roll up on traffic stops and not do what you're told? Now you go to jail.
That's all right. I'm a
Turn around and face the truck.
I'm already cuffed. The dad's not listening. If he listens, he won't get handled.
Now let's
Don't
go.
move.
Let's go.
That's great. Don't you know what's going on something? You need to settle down. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in when you.
During the course of the incident, Mr. Espinosa made a startling revelation that he had been subjected to a taser while the deputies were in the process of placing him in the back seat of the patrol vehicle. This specific instance was not evident in the body camera footage captured during the encounter.
Get in the car. Get in.
You have your wallet on you?
Don't do that, man.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna pat search you. Now get out.
I got my wallet.
Get out now. Get out now. This is how it's gonna work. Okay? You're gonna do what you're told to do, and that's it.
Stand up. Stand up. Come on, guys. This is
Stop.
Come on, man.
Well, quit acting like an idiot.
I ain't acting like nothing. I got a taser piece in my lip. You guys got me right in the face.
Mr. Espinosa reveals that he was tased while the deputies were putting him in the backseat of the patrol vehicle. And although it is not apparent in the body camera footage, Mr. Espinosa alleged in his lawsuit that he was also tased.
Additionally, Mr. Espinosa included in his lawsuit an allegation that he was tased yet again while attempting to put his own vehicle in park, following the officer's directive to halt his movements.
I got out the car, stop the car. He guns it while I'm holding onto the car. So I had him at gunpoint. Then he puts the car in reverse, backs up on my pit-standing car while I'm still holding onto the car. And we tried getting him out of the car, and he had the car in drive, and he accelerated by getting run over.
We tried to get him out, and he was refusing, and then when we tried to put him in, he was refusing. So I tased him, and then I tried to get him out to pat search him and get his wallet because he wouldn't tell me anything. And then that's when you rolled up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him over to the jail.
Okay.
In this situation, it is alleged that Lieutenant Trujillo and Deputy Knoll blatantly misused the authority vested in them and exploited the tasers provided for their protection to deliberately cause harm to an individual. The claim suggests that instead of employing the tasers as tools to ensure safety and maintain control during the encounter, they used them to inflict pain on Mr. Espinosa.